Whoa, what in the world was that? Whoa there. We are back with another base build, and today it's a co-op base build. Thought I'd incorporate some friends, even though I'm so lonely. Got a really cool concept for you today. Let me run it back, show you how I got to this stage, how I built it, and then we'll get into the Horde night. See how she does. A new plot of land means a new build. Let's just knock up a building real quick. Okay, so this is what I... Damn it! The hell out of here, tree! So this is what I got. I got 11 by 11, and I think these are going to be my two defending points. One here, one here. Simple as that. So, we've gone 3 high. 11 by 11, 3 high. But the annoying thing is, you're going to need to fill all this in. Because we're not... Hey! Because we're not 15 high, 11 high, whatever the bloody height is. Punks like this will do random hits. And they're just going to smash against the wall every now and then. And you just want to make sure that they're not smashing into anything. So if this is a solid infill, then it really doesn't matter, does it? Let's be honest. It's only for the duration of one Horde night. Because then after that Horde night, you know, you've got 7 days to repair the thing. So it's really not a big deal. You just have to survive the one night, guys. Okay, so I've gone 2 blocks with the steel. And to be honest, just for material purposes, in a survival game anyway, just fill the rest of this in with concrete. It really doesn't matter. It's going to take them so long to get through these 2 blocks that you're going to be close enough to the end of the night that the rest being concrete doesn't really matter. Oh, this guy. Die. So I'm going to carry on filling this in with the concrete. Oh, this is a real long process, but we're halfway there. We're not even living on a prayer, so that's good news. Oh, one more. There we go. Right, now that's done, we have a solid base for all of the random hits. That should keep us protected for the whole night. I could just stand up here like this and be invincible. No, don't be ridiculous. We're going to keep building this up. What height do we want, though, is the question. 3, 4, 5 high? I think 5 high will... maybe we'll go 6 high. I'm going to do 6 high. 6 high is how high we will go. So now I'm just going to do a single wall of the good stuff. I would have the front in steel, like this. And then you can just get away with using concrete for the rest of it. Because it's just not really going to be targeted. You don't need to spend that many resource on steel. Now, if you're endgame and you've got the resource, then fine, whatever. Use steel. There we go. That is top-notch stuff. Now we want a floor. Hardcore, you know the score. Just going to put this one random pillar in the middle just for support. I'm sure it'd be fine without it, but you just never know. Main structure of the base is essentially done. The base to the base is done. We need to find our middle point, which is here. We want to get... Let me tell you what we want to get. We want to get this half piece. We go on to advanced, and we want to put that up against the wall. Like so. We need the next one against that. Let me just turn this around so it's facing away from the wall, like this. And then we want it like that. Oh, it's good. That's some really good stuff. That's going to be one way they get to us. So I completely forgot that this was a co-op base. They're going to be attacking from here. And they're also going to be attacking from here. Because of that, this also needs to be steel. This can't be concrete. I mean, it can be. But your funeral, buddy. So how this is looking is steel. And these sides can be concrete because they're just never going to touch this. They might possibly touch this down here because of random hits off the floor, but they're just never going to touch this bit. So as it stands, this is what we've got. Okay. So I'm going to get the fin pipe, or the pipe fin. And I'm just going to throw this down like it just don't matter. Nice. So this is what we settled with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do the half block, 5, then the half block, and then your support beam. So when they fall down here, they get bladed up real smooth. And if they fall off the bar, obviously, they also get a bit of blading. Then we need to make some actual stairs. Best way I find to build the stairs that I always build is to do this. Just literally do stairs coming off there, stairs coming off there, and stairs coming off there. And then all you're going to do is just fill in each section. Damn it, there's a bush in the way. Do that. Then you're obviously going to come round and do the same. Come round. Do the same. Come round. Do the same. We're just connecting them from each point. But you want to fill the inside. I'm just doing this to show you the actual layout. But in an ideal world, you would fill this out. You can probably do it with concrete to save materials. That's one side done. Let's do the other side. Oh, should be looking real good. Okay, so before we do the stairs, actually no, let's do the stairs. Let's get rid of Finn. Let's grab our lovely little stairs. And let's just fill it in. Just going to fill in against the actual cubes themselves, like that. Because these pieces here, we'll be using a different block for. So don't worry about that yet. Just put stairs up against actual blocks for now. Like this. Not like that. Like this. Here you go. That's the front now done. The side now done. With the corners left, because we're going to use a different block. And that there, obviously. Don't forget that. Let's turn this around here and put these in. Nice. There you got the Pyramid of Doom. So now, we're going to want this one. To the right of the stairs, you've got the stairs-filled corner. This is the naughty dog we're going to be getting funky with now. This is going to fill in our corner pieces. Like that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We're also going to just put it against the corners here. Because typically they're going to fall from here and here. Then they're going to run in this direction. And rather whack the wall, they're going to run up that instead. We seem to have bushes everywhere, so I might do a bit of gardening real quick. Bear with me. Okay, gardening complete. That's looking pretty good. That is one side done. Now, here's the annoying thing. We need to replicate this entire thing and put it here. I've already shown you how to do it all once. So, oh, what is this? Oh, we might as well extend this. Just so they're not running from ground onto stair. There we go. That's looking much better. Way better. Okay, so this floor is overkill. You can do this in concrete. I wasn't thinking at the time. I was just placing blocks, getting it done. You don't need to do this in steel. This is madness. You can just have a concrete floor. Anyway, I'm going to replicate this and put it here. And I'm not going to make you watch it because that'd be wild. And just like that, she's built. I want to do something here though. I don't like this crossing situation. Beautiful. There we go. Little crossing point should they require it. Okay. Stairs. Stairs. Done. Base. Of the base. Done. What are we missing? What else do we want to do? I mean, you could run this all the way around this outside as well. I mean, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? That's just standard practice. Be right back. So we've done the side, which needed to be done. We've done the stairs, the way to us. Okay, so that's good. That's a good start. Really good start. We're probably like an hour into the video, but whatever. I haven't even been recording for an hour, so that's simply not true. Want a trucker? We want a trucker? What? We want to chuck our blade traps at each end? Yes. Oh, it's so good. So, that leaves us with the actual base itself, right? We're going to have a fighting position here, of course. We're going to have a fighting position here, of course. There's our two fighting positions. One for your buddy, and one for you. Or one for you, and one for your buddy. Doesn't really matter. And even if there's more of you, you can stack. But, point is, it relieves a bit of pressure if you've got two ways to go. Now, because I'm going to be testing this solo, they're all going to come to whatever fighting point that I stand by, because that's where I am, that's the quickest way to me. But in a co-op, you're going to have someone here and someone here, so some will track to some will track to the other. But because I'm on my own, they're all going to track to the one window I'm at. But whatever. For the most part, we're going to bang some steel around here, because these are going to be the areas that get hit. So I think that is probably enough still. I can probably switch to concrete at this point because nothing's going to be touched this far over. I'm going to leave a gap here because I think this is going to be our way up and in. Okay, nice. We've got silly little window there, silly little window there. This at this point is just like design work. You can kind of do whatever you want now because you've got your fighting position. Whoa, lag! You've got your fighting positions there and there. The rest of it you can kind of just make up yourself. What you will need to do is have a separate room for the power. The power. Which I'm thinking will be in here somewhere. Let's do this. Don't want to affect the fighting positions. Just want to make sure we got enough room. I would say that's enough room. It's not going to affect this place, and it's not going to affect this place. I'm going to actually get rid of that to a bit more room. Seems good to me. Which means we can get rid of that window. Just have a little baby window there. Can fill this in. We're just going to get rid of this. We don't need a window there. Damn it! That's going to be our room with our power. Like our generators and so on. I'm half tempted to push this back. I don't think we need this much. No, we don't. Let's... Oh no! Let's push this back one. Yeah? Makes sense? Good. What are we going to do for this bit? Maybe we'll do bars, I guess. So you're going to want these. Like that. Then you're going to want normal ones. Like that. This is just so you can see out to all of the madness. Get a good little view here of that and that, which is nice. Isn't that nice? We do need a roof. We are lacking a roof. Okay, so I've gone one more high. I've gone with all steel again, like an idiot. Steel at the front, this side, steel this side. But this top layer here could all be concrete. That don't need to be steel. The whole roof can be concrete as well, but we're here now. We're doing it. Whatever. I'm going to leave a space somewhere around here because I want to be able to get onto the roof. Can we do it from in here? Do we have enough room? We only need a battery bank and generator. So we could have a ladder just here going up, and that'd be our way to the roof should we need to get on the roof. I am going to put bars above us as well, Just in case there's any naughty little flying hawks that want a piece of our beef. Should we do that and that maybe? Yeah, let's do that and that. I'm just improvising. Just making it up as I go. Yeah, bars and bars there. Bars and bars. Sound like a mad rapper, don't I? Let's find these. This is what we want. This is perfect. Let's give this the turny turn. Chuck them up there like that. Nice. Roof's done. Should we get any ag from the naughties? We can just shoot up. Like this. Bang, 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 bang. Job done. Whoa there. He scared the living hell out of me, but it's living proof that it works. Put one on the outside here. We want it sideways. Damn it, how it just was. Like that. One there. One there. Also going to do the same for the inside. Like this. Wait, what's happening here? There we go. So you've got a double layer of them. Super strong. We can do the exact same over here. Super strong. Double layered. Yeah? Oh, this is looking really good. You're going to want to put a tiny little pointless window in. It's just there for character. That's all it is. Bit of character. I think we should do the electrics. Let's do the electrics. I think we should do the electrics. We're going to have a ladder there going upstairs. So, we could do generator, battery bank. Put a switch there. We've got generator, battery bank, switch. We want to hook up these blade traps, but we want to hook them up individually, because if one breaks, it don't break the connection of all of them. So, to do that, we need a relay. Bound to the bound to the relay. We're going to have one in that corner, one in that corner. So we've got one in top right corner, we've got one in top left corner. They should be safe there. So, we're going to start with the generator. That's the furthest back point. We're going to then go to the battery bank. Reason being, the generator, when it's on, charges the batteries in the battery bank. So you want to do it in this order. We're then going to go battery bank to the switch. And the reason we do this, if the batteries are low, we turn the generator on, the generator charges the battery. The generator is loud and annoying. So, if the batteries are charged, we can turn the generator off and just use the battery bank to power everything. We only turn this on when we need to, but batteries last forever, so I wouldn't even worry about it. You can just turn that on when it's not Horde night, when you're out doing missions, whatever, and it charges the batteries. So, generator to battery bank to switch. We're then going to go switch to relay. The relay is then going to individually go to these. So one to that, grab the relay again, go to that. Now you can just go to one and then connect this one to this one, but then if this one here breaks, that one also breaks because they're linked. That's why we use the relay and we connect them both individually. If a zombie explodes and breaks one of them, the other one's still going to work. So we now want to do that same thing with that side. Can we go switch to relay, or have I got to do it a different way? You can go to two separate relays. Okay. So we go to this relay, and then we do the exact same. Beautiful. That is all of the stuff wired up. So, let's just test this actually works. We want engines in here. We also want to refill it with gasoline. And turn on. Battery bank. We want to put batteries in here. And turn it on. Let's flick the switch. Both of them are spinning. Both of them are spinning. It's also worth remembering. 20 watts, 20 watts. These are just 1 watts. They're almost nothing. But, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, And then that's 1 watt, 83. You need a minimum of 83 wattage of power to get all of that running. So if something's not working, it's worth noting that that might be why. So if I open the generator, you see up here, max output, 200. That's the most this you can do off one generator. At the moment, as I just said, we're using 83. I've got enough engines in here to do 83. Because they're all working, we know that. Same with the batteries. I've got enough batteries in here. Max output at the moment is 135 wattage with these 3 batteries. If I put more batteries in, that'll go up. But that's just a basic understanding on how the electrics work. I want to add a bulb because I want some light in here. So let's put one slap bang in the middle there, I guess. And then we can have one there to light that side. Now you can put the lights on a second, like an individual switch, another switch just for the lights. I think I might just do it off the same switch though. And then I'm just going to go this to this because I'm lazy. It doesn't really matter too much. The reason I'm doing it this way is if you're in this base at night time, it's because you're doing a Horde night. So you're going to have that on for the blades anyway. So I'm just going to have it all linked to one. The better thing to do is to have a second switch. And then you just you connect from this battery bank to the second switch. And then the second switch goes to this bulb to this bulb. And then you have a separate switch doing just the lights and a separate switch doing just the blade traps. I'm lazy and I'm just showing you quickly. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to bang in a vault door there. Can put a vault door here too. You don't have to, but it'll keep... Oh my god, I can't see! You don't have to put a vault door here. It's just, if for whatever reason they do break in, at least this electric side of stuff is safe, but it's up to you. We're going to put a naughty little vault hatch up here. Oh, we need to put a ladder in first, otherwise you can't place it. Damn it. Let's take it back to simple. There we go. So, when you're placing this vault hatch, it's important to note that the hinges aren't in the same place as the ladder. Otherwise it will just make it difficult to get up. So I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to place it there. You see these hinges here? This is where it opens. So just don't have that the same side as the ladder, otherwise it just makes it a bit of ag when you climb up. It still works, it's just a little bit more annoying than what it needs to be. Alright, so that's that done. You could go that one step further, and you could put these. You could put spotlights up here as well. These are really good at, well, lighting up. So you could put one there facing that way. You could put one there facing that way. Although it's really high, it actually does a really good job of lighting everything up still. So then you could go off of any relay and just connect straight to it. You can then connect this straight to this. I'm not going to do that, just because you get spitters down here, and if for whatever reason they hit this, it's unlikely, but they could, I guess. It'll break the link between them. So I'm going to go this relay to this relay. To light even. And this relay to this light. And there you go. How'd you feel about that? Is it really good? I hope so. And that'll light up the base somewhat. Okay then. If you've got parkour, you can leave the bottom free because you can jump to the ladder. If you don't have parkour, you just leave 2. Chuck a load of boxes there, I guess. Whatever the hell you want. Chuck down a campfire. I don't know. You know, you can make some food in here if you really want. But we do need to paint it. I'm going to start with the outside. And we're going to throw down a nice little white number, I think. Quick mini tutorial on painting. At the moment it's on paintbrush, so if you paint it does 1 block. If you change it to this bottom right one, paint, you see here, paint surface, it'll do everything on that flat surface. Boom. Boom. Sometimes it can be a bit funny with stairs, annoyingly. But... Ow! Okay. Gone with an all white for the base. Ooh, let's do these stairs. I missed them. For the floor, I'm going to go with a real shiny black. Oh, look how shiny it is. I'm going to get the red for these fighting position scaffolding ladder things. Just because it's like a, hey, this is where you come and fight, buddy. I'm going to do the bars in red just for the banter, but I can't do paint all surface because it's going to do... Oh, whoa. Damn it! Exactly like that! But it's a paintbrush. I'm just going to paint these naughty little bars. Okay, nice. That looks really, really good. Let's do this side. And let's do the top. I think I'm going to do this block in red. Just because I quite like the look of it. Like so. Nice. Looking very, 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 very good. Okay, so that leaves the inside. The inside is, well, it's a no-brainer. We're going to take paint all sides off. I'm going to do paint surface, and I'm going to give us a nice, delicious, polished floor. For the walls, we're going to do the wood that we like. Let's just throw this up quick. All over the place. Should we do in here as wood? Yes, so. Why not? Great. Like Tony the Tiger. Should we do that as well? I suppose so. Yeah, let's do all of that. Roof I'm going to keep in that white, because I think that white looks quite nice. I'm a big fan. We need to do this floor. Ah, lovely varnished wood. That's all done, that's all done. Roof is all done. Oh, it's so good. Don't know if I like the shiny black floor, though. I think I've gone off the shiny black floor. How about a nice little flagstone? What about a brick? Brick pavers? Block paving? Block paving ain't too bad. What about a red? Red does make it a bit loud, doesn't it? We could have red. Red works. It fits the theme. The theme is fit. And it begins. Oh, I added a fire hydrant. It serves zero purpose. But it's extremely cool. It's a co-op base, but there's one of me. How'd you get up there? Oh, they're climbing the ladder, aren't they? Because of the way I've got this, they're climbing it. Those holes are extremely effective against anything that doesn't run too fast. Ooh, loot! At the moment, they're not even getting close to me, which is good news. Ooh, it's getting hectic now. And them ones just fall down. Oh no. Down you go, buddy. Whoa, what in the world was that? I'm flying across. Whoa there. It's probably worth having a stun baton for backup. If it gets a bit too much at the, like here where he is, you can just hit them all. They'll all just fall down into the blades. In fact, I want to do that, because that sounds hilarious. Get the stun and repulsor mod. I need to defend quick, though. Modify. Add that. Oh, yes. Ping. I think it knocks them too far, to be honest. They just get stuck for some reason. Let's try not to have him blow up in our face, because that wouldn't be very good, would it? They all just fall down. This fella doesn't. You just got to be a bit cute with where you're shooting, that's all. Just don't mindlessly spray. Goodbye. That direwolf thing's having a really hard time getting to us. He runs up too fast and just falls off. Which is great news for me. Oh, he hit me and broke my... He broke my arm. Damn it. I actually think these scaffold ladders are better the other way around, to be honest. So these bars aren't going across, they're going up instead. I'm finding it difficult to melee anything that isn't within this hitbox here. Whoa, see you later, fella. If you are doing this on your own, for whatever reason your buddies ain't on, if one of these sides, this side for example, is taking a bit of a battering and you're getting a bit worried, if you just walk over to that one, they'll all map over there and stop coming here. And then it's like you've got a whole new fighting position all fresh again. That is Horde night done. Just got to clear up. Then we can assess the damage. Okay, let's have a look at what they've done. Oh, nice. So, broke one block. Almost broke this, but they didn't even penetrate through one layer. This is a complete solid block all the way through, so that is no problem at all. Let's just see what we're doing up here. This broke for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. They got caught here. I noticed that they kept stopping here and attacking this. That got quite low, which is a bit dangerous. But if that broke, it would have been fine. They would have still mapped this way and just jumped across. I let them do it for quite a bit as well, so I don't know. Make what you will out of that. And then obviously this is completely fine. They didn't touch this. So, in my experience, this is quite a good base. Let me know what you think. Fire hydrant looks awesome. Until the next one.